Good afternoon, Warriors. It's Lisa Wolf here, and today is Turn It Up Thursday. Turn It Up Thursday. And today, this is no joke. This is the first day of April, and I'm out here in my backyard. It's freezing today, and it's very windy, so like if the wind starts gusting up and you can't hear me, I apologize. But I had to be out here because my wild ones are being really loud today. But you know what? It's okay because they are themselves. And so today is the first day of Autism Awareness Month, and today I do have a podcast. It's on Spotify and Anchor and other podcasts. I don't think I'm on Apple yet, but I'm getting there. And so today I would like to talk about the diagnosis of autism and how it can affect you and your child's relationship. So I have two boys. If you didn't know, I'm going to tell you a little backstory about the boys and I. So my podcast, I forgot to tell you what the name of it is. It is the Big W to Overcome Autism. So the Big W is the big win to overcome autism. And yes, you can overcome autism. And so the diagnosis. The diagnosis can make or break your relationship with your child. And for the longest time, I have two boys, and they both have autism. It falls very on the scale. This is for Asperger's spectrum disorder. It's all the same thing. It's autism, no matter how you look at it. Anyways, so like I do hate to admit, the first time that I got the diagnosis for my boys, it devastated me, and it actually really ticked me off, and I had to really sit down, and I was depressed. I really had to sit down and take an inventory of my heart and like why this has affected me so much. And the reason is, this is a very sensitive subject, and so I'm going to enter it with grace, but it's the truth, and it's because this is so hard for me to talk about. I wasn't the type of woman, or even when I was a little girl, to dream about my wedding day and having kids and being pregnant and all that stuff. I didn't even want kids, but you know what? God had other plans, and I was wild and free 20-year-old, and I hooked up with somebody, and I got pregnant, and Austin, he's always been wild, and he has been since he was 5 years old. He was in and out of institutions. He was on medicine because I thought I was doing the right thing. You know, I was a young mom. I didn't know what was going on with my child. And because what started happening is that he was getting pretty violent. Like, he would have these violent outbursts and what we call episodes, and we didn't know why. But later on down the road, you know, we found out why. He was diagnosed with so many labels and just diagnoses, and it ripped our relationship apart because as soon as I got a diagnosis, that's all I saw. I didn't see my child anymore, and it has taken me years to heal from that. And I thought the diagnosis would help me get him help that he needs and everything, but it didn't. It didn't make a difference. All it did was create a division between my son and I. It really did. But I'm going to tell you this month the journey between the boys and I, and how I don't even, yes, I have to say autism to teach and share our experience, but in my household, We don't even mention that. We don't even like talk about it. And so when I found out about Mark's 15, I found out like 5 years ago. It's kind of bananas. They were both 10 when I really found out what their diagnosis really was. I just thought, that just came to my mind. But anyways, 5 years ago when the diagnosis of autism was placed on Mark, I was devastated. I was really devastated, but I handled that pain better than what I did with Austin. And I wished, I can't change time. I can't change the things that I did and stuff to deal with that pain. But I'm coming here today to tell you that there is going to be some shame. There is going to be some guilt. There's going to be some heartache. And it's because I knew what it was. It brought my self-esteem. I already had kind of low self-esteem as it is. But knowing that both of my sons have autism, they both have different dads or fathers, whatever you want to. So the common person that they have in common is me. And I felt like, what did I do to deserve 2 kids with autism? I'm just straight up saying that. And it's heartbreaking that I used to think that. And I would like to share our journey with you, because I truly believe with all my heart and soul there are parents out there that are struggling with this. And I've always asked God, like, why are you putting this on my heart and soul? And he said, because the parent and child relationship is vital and it's critical, especially right now. And there is so much heartbreak in this world, and I just want to see people healed and healthy. And health is healing, and being your healthy you is so vital and important, especially to your children. And like, I just prayed and wished that I had someone I could talk to about this. Yes, I have people that I can talk to, like my family and everything, but they don't really truly understand what I'm really going through. And I love my friends and stuff, and thank you for praying for us, but they don't really understand like what I'm going through, and or what my sons are going through. And I always prayed that I had somebody. So God told me the other day that he's making me and the boys and I should say, an example. And I'm not sharing our stories for sympathy or whatever the case may be. I'm really doing it to help others and show that you're not alone. But the diagnosis, it's really hard to say. Don't take it to heart. But it's hard not to at first. So I had to sit with it briefly and be like, what can I do different this time? Especially when I found out about Mark. And the sad thing is, I kind of knew. I knew, but it's hard to admit that you're lost and you don't know your children. You don't know how to parent your children and everything. So I had to learn kind of on my own, even though God's with me, and he has been with me ever since this, even before I even was saved and believed in him. But I see his hand in everything now. But I just want you to know that you're not alone. And the diagnosis doesn't define your child. If you understand what I mean by that. Just because you have a child with labeled autism doesn't define who they are. Actually, autism has inspired me to be the best version of me, because my boys, they're unapologetic, authentic. They are very brilliant. They are loving. They are caring. They just process things different, and their perspective on things is just so inspirational. Like, if you're so focused on the diagnosis, you're gonna miss who your child truly is, and they just want to be who they are. And I think that is just absolutely inspirational. Like, their mind is structured where they don't see what culture sees. They don't even see what we see. They really see, and some people may get this and some people may not, they really see the spiritual realm in the natural. They are so like touched and uniquely made by God that they bring things into your life and change your perspective and your mind on things and your heart on things that no one else could. And it is a true gift. It's such a true gift. And I admire that about my boys. So when you get the diagnosis, or you're seeking the diagnosis, just think about it. How's this going to change my perspective, my heart on my child? And I just hope and pray that God is with you, and especially with your child, because this is an opportunity. And autism, I just have to say it because God is telling me to say it. Autism is a true gift from Him. It is a true gift from Him. And every person that your child comes in contact with is an opportunity and an experience that they will never forget. They are true gifts, and they will be attracted to your children. And you just have to guide them and teach them just who they truly are. I hope this has blessed somebody, and please like and subscribe to my channel and share this with anybody. In the next month or so, I'm gonna talk about like our journey, the boys and I's journey, and please just have a perspective and an open heart about these things, because this is what I have learned. And I thank God every day for my children. I just thank them for being my sons to them, because I want to be the woman that I am today. I hope you guys have a blessed, wonderful day.